Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're doing the new moon reading for the sign of Capricorn. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to get right into it. Our lovely Capricorns. Earth sign of the goat. Alright. The Devil card in the Major Arcana. Talks about high creativity, right? Hardworking, creative, stubborn. So my Venus is in Capricorn, so I've got Capricorn energy. But we're going to get right into it and get your animal spirit card out for the month, Capricorns, and see what kind of animal spirit is going to be with you, okay, this month. Show me. What kind of animal spirit are we dealing with this month with Capricorn? It's going to help Capricorn, guide Capricorn through this new moon period. New moons being a period of beginnings, sowing seeds, journeys, starting new paths, starting newness, right? But also the beginning of something. Sometimes not necessarily the start, but the seed that's sown. The start then comes later, right? So that kind of idea. Show me what's going on for our lovely Capricorns this June new moon period. And I am sorry I didn't get this video out earlier. YouTube was having uploading problems earlier this weekend, so I've had to delay some of the videos. Your card, Capricorn. Wow. Cosmic Egg. Guess what? Sagittarius got the exact same card. Wow. Okay. Cosmic Egg. You know what that means? That means you are on your path. This is the 7th chakra. So the crown chakra, the circle at the top is the alchemical symbol for ether. Yeah, Cosmic Egg, you are just completely, when we talk about the crown chakra being open, this kind of, and this is, in the realm of ether, the animals are all either mythical or sort of, mystical symbols, right? So you have the cosmic egg there, but it's like, it's one of those things that it's like, it's like that statement, I am what you were, you are, I am what you will become, and you are what I was. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like one of those. It's when the snake is almost eating its tail. It's it's the concept of infinity, right? Turning inside out. And you know what I mean? I mean, it's a pretty wild concept. I mean, a lot of the Taoists, right? They get into concepts like that. These far-reaching kind of concepts that are almost like they're really hard to comprehend. And when you meditate on them, it takes you into a particular state. It's very difficult to describe. The cosmic egg is talking about just having everything in line. Your spirit, your soul, spirit, and heart and mind are all aligned. You're on your path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be in every sense of the word. You're open. You're almost working completely in concert, right, with the divine, with everything that is meant to happen for you. It's like, it's like you're part of this like really great symphony and everyone is playing perfectly, right? And the conductor is, it's the universe, right? And you're just part of it. It's the beautiful. This is the most exalted card in the deck, by the way. It's the highest, most exalted from a spiritual level, right? So it's basically like kind of like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Every step that you're taking right now is the step you should be taking for your highest good. Such a beautiful card to have, and very rarely comes up. However, it has come up now for 2 readings, and trust me, there was quite a space of time between the 2 and a lot of shuffling. So for this card to come out for Capricorn right after Sagittarius had it's quite amazing. But it's beautiful, Capricorn. It means you're really where you want to be. Don't doubt yourself. Have confidence. The universe believes in you type of deal, So show us this reading for Capricorn. What are they going through this new moon period? This beautiful card, the cosmic egg, as their animal spirit. Show me. All right, Capricorn. I'm excited for your reading now. I'm excited for all my readings, obviously, but sometimes a certain card comes out, especially a certain animal spirit card comes out, and it's just like, ooh, I wonder, I wonder what's going on. So let's see. We're going to take each card in turn. That's how I do my lunar readings. Wow, strength. So you need a lot of strength right now. And Two of Wands came out as well yesterday as the cross card for Sagittarius. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Cups. So love. Love, somebody's coming in. This is flighty love, not committed. So somebody might be coming in, giving you an offer of love, or maybe you want to come towards somebody. This might be you wanting to make an effort, wanting to go towards someone. You're feeling romantic about somebody. All right, at the center, you've got strength. So there's a battle going on here a little bit, right? This is the 11. In this deck, it's the 11. Strength is usually the 8 in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. But here it's 11. And interestingly enough, there is a lot of decks. This is a side note. A lot of decks will switch 8 and 11, right? Because of the different, theories behind what the numbers represent, okay? But in this situation, it's strength. It's still the card for Leo, right? It's still that energy. It's still talking about the same thing, even though the number is different. Because it's talking about dominion over yourself, in a way. Dominion over specifically, and not in a way like temperance, but more specifically over your stronger, fiery emotions, your ego emotions, jealousy, envy. You know what I mean? Those type of carnal emotions that we have. And strength talks about handling that, not letting that get out of control. It also talks about knowing your own limitations, right? Your strengths and your weaknesses. Knowing your weaknesses. It's a good thing, we all have weaknesses, right? Some people refuse to admit they have any weaknesses, and that in and of itself is a huge weakness, right? So we all have weaknesses, but knowing them is really the key, right? You ever know, you ever see like a show or a movie about like a master criminal, right? And it's like fascinating to watch, right? It's fascinating to watch this person lay out this plan, what they're going to do, this heist or whatever, right? And, the ones, I have to think about that show, The Blacklist, right? I don't know if anybody watches that show, but this guy comes up with these crazy scenarios, right? And how does he accomplish them? He accomplishes them because he knows exactly where he is strong, where he excels, and where he needs help. He knows where to apply pressure. He knows when to act a certain way. He isn't always charging in with, I'm the big bad guy, I know what I'm doing, listen to me. He finesses it, right? And when he knows he's at a disadvantage, or when he knows he has to employ something that he's really not good at, or that is a weakness for him, he knows that. And so he finds a way to deal with that. He finds a way to deal with that either by reaching out to someone or getting help or putting another plan in place because do you see what I'm saying? And that is what true strength is about. All right, I know that's a long-winded explanation, but that's what true strength is about. It's about knowing exactly your limitations, your weaknesses, your strengths, and playing to them. Two of Wands is crossing it, so you're ready to go forward on your plan. You're ready to go forward with your vision, right, Capricorn? It's time now. You make the first step. You sow the first seeds, right? First, the Ace of Wands is the inspiration. Now you have the Two of Wands, and you can see he's a gardener. He's ready to plant. So you're ready to sow seeds. You're ready to move forward on your mission. Two of Swords. So you're battling still, though. Twos, that's the second two. Interesting. Twos talk about balance. Twos are all about balance. They're all about unity, right? Unity. patience, right? Balancing extremes, dealing with extremes in life and finding a way to deal with them, balancing them, having a lot of patience. So here, Two of Swords, he's kind of battling with himself, right? And it makes you feel like there needs to be a choice here made, right? But how can you make a choice? He's part of the same body. How can you ever make a choice here, right? So the card is more about the realization that it's not about making a choice of either or. It's about balancing both. That's really what this card is about. And that's what you're worried, well, not worried, but that's what you're thinking about right now, Capricorn. That's what you're going through. I think a little bit of a, right, especially with this cosmic egg, you're going through a little bit of a crisis of the heart. I think you feel like you have to make a decision, and I think here the message is that you don't have to necessarily make a decision. You don't have to have. They're not mutually exclusive. Okay, you can have both. You just have to find a balance. Here is Justice. All right. So remember what I said earlier. Some decks switch the numbers. So, for instance, in traditional Rider-Waite deck, the 8 is the Strength card, and the 11 is the Justice card. In some decks, like this one, the Deviant Moon, they switch it. They consider the 11, you see here, the 11 to be the Strength card and the 8 to be the Justice card. And like I said, that's just an interesting thing, interesting aside about tarot cards. That's why tarot is so subjective. And I always tell all of my viewers, watch other readers, you know, watch readers. Don't only watch my videos, watch watch a lot of different videos, because tarot is a craft that has varying kind of like bodies of support. You know, some people believe this system of numerology and meaning. Some people believe that system. Some people believe it's all associated with astrology, which, by the way, actually, no, it's not. But, you know, I followed the traditional Kabbalah and Tree of Life interpretations, right? So, along with numerology. So that's just an interesting thing to know about the various decks. And certainly it's a good thing to know when you're watching different readers, because it will show you if they have a deep understanding of these meanings in the cards. But Justice comes out here as an 8. And again, interestingly, 8 is about also knowing your strengths and weaknesses, right? But here in Justice, we're talking more about coming full circle, right? Coming full circle, righting wrongs, right? There might be a notification coming through where you are being vindicated about something. You might be getting a diploma. You might be getting a settlement, right? There's some kind of document perhaps that might be coming in, some kind of official document that's going to clarify a situation, whether that be a settlement or whether that be a title, right? Something like that, of that nature. And that's coming in, and that's weighing certainly on your mind, right? It's weighty. It's definitely heavy. It's coming soon. This spread is an interesting spread because it gives me a time, you know. So we start here at the month and we kind of close out the month down here. And then I also get cross aspects for the cards. At the bottom we have the subconscious, and over here we have the conscious, right? And then the center. So there's a lot of aspects in this spread. But right now this is really kind of underneath, bubbling away in the back of your head. It's coming soon though, Capricorn. All right, I know you're antsy. It's coming very soon. King of Pentacles, somebody you know who's got a lot of money has come into you. They've come forward. It could, you know, I don't see this as you. This could be a family member or a friend or someone that you know, a mentor or a peer, someone who's very successful, extremely successful, very well respected, established, right? This person has come forward to you with an offer. Most recently, if not like today or tomorrow, but most recently there's an offer coming, a big offer for you. And I think that's why you've got this weighing on your mind. You're trying to decide. You think you're kind of in two minds about it. Remember, like I said, you don't necessarily have to decide. Perhaps what you need to do is find balance. The moon, yeah, this is, and again, the moon is here. Again, why you may be feeling like this. because the moon doesn't give you all the answers. You don't have all the answers right now. You can't see everything. You're kind of working in the shadow with assumptions, right? And I'm feeling a little bit like a puppet on a string. Sometimes that can be the feeling, but I don't think that's what it is here. I don't feel like you feel like a puppet. I feel like you just don't see the whole picture quite yet, and you're just kind of like, which way do I go? What do I do? What step do I make, right? Especially since this Two of Swords is here. Two of Swords is a very heavy card, actually. It's a heavy energy card, right? You know, some cards are more, you know, than others, but two is a heavy energy card because it's really kind of, it's a self card. I call this one of the self card because the two is all about this internal kind of struggle, debate that you're having. So whenever you have, like, to me, and this is just my opinion, you know, and as my reading philosophy, you know, whenever you have like a self card or a card that talks about a shadow work or work that you do internally, that's always going to be a very heavy energy that kind of overrides a lot of the other cards, or can give you kind of a flavor for why some of the things are happening the way they're happening. And this moon right here, I think, is a big reason why you've got this heavy card down here that's kind of bubbling away in your subconscious, in your mind. And when I say subconscious, I don't mean like you go to sleep. You know, it's like in the back of your head the whole time. You're thinking about it. You're trying to decide. You're trying to make the best decision. Consciously, in the front of your head, you're being hasty. Right? Seven of Swords, well, it's not so much hasty, but reckless. Are you worried about being reckless? This could be a fear of being reckless, or you could be truly being reckless. But look at this character here, right? So he wants to be this, like, you know, he wants to be on stage and do this great performance, but, right? So sevens are also about performing, not about performing, they're about dreams and wishes, right? Thinking about how to get your dreams and wishes. So this character is clearly wishes to be a performer, but if you look very closely, the rope that this sword hanging in his mouth, right, is frayed. So it could break at any moment. So he hasn't done what he's needed to do, right? And you can see all of the other swords that are fallen all around him, right? All these other close calls, right, I guess. You know, and it's like, if you want to accomplish your goal, if you want to get where you really want to be, you're going to have to make better preparation. Don't be too hasty. Don't be too quick, right, to get what you want at the expense, right? The Seven of Swords in the traditional deck, it's that character who's kind of walking away with five of the seven swords. He's like a thief in the night almost. And that, you know, and it's the reason why is because sevens talks about dreams and wishes, but Seven of Swords talks about wanting it so badly, right, that you're willing to kind of steal it rather than work for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're willing to. Sorry about that. My camera just shut off real quick, and then I readjusted it because I was looking at the spread and everything. Okay, I was saying about the Seven of Swords, right, being, talking about sevens being about wish and dream fulfillment, right? But Seven of Swords talks about wanting a dream or a wish so badly that you're willing to kind of take it. So in the traditional deck, he looks like a thief in the night. He'd rather steal things from other people than work for them. You know, steal the things he wants rather than work for him. In this deck, which is why I like to use different decks, in this deck, it's more like he's just, look, it's the same type of thing. He wants it so bad. He wants to have the show so bad. He wants to be a performer so bad. But he's not willing to take the time to put the work in to properly set up whatever the trick is, right? He's being really hasty. You know, the rope could break at any moment, and the consequences, he could die. You know, so there's bad consequences for cutting corners. And this is right here. So this is talking about you. Certainly, don't be too hasty. Don't be too quick. I know you want to start. This is strong as well. Another two, strong energy. I know you want to start your project, your goal, your career, right? I know you're at the beginning of starting something very, very big, and you want to get on, you're anticipate, get on with it. But don't go too fast without proper planning. Don't be too hasty. Don't let this offer that's come in also get you all like blindsided. This is a big offer, but be careful, Capricorn. Capricorns love money, you know, a little, you know, I mean, I love you, Capricorns, but you know, when somebody can very easily like talk you, you know, be like, come do this is gonna get you a lot of money, or you know, you guys, if somebody waves a, you know, a shiny dollar in front of you guys and say, look, you can make a lot of money over here, you guys are kind of, you know, quick to jump on that. And anybody would be, right? Anybody would be. But I almost feel like, you know how dragons are with gold, like it's not even about the gold, but they love the look of the gold. Sometimes I feel like that with Capricorns. Six of Swords, Knight of Swords here. All right, so also coming in, communication. So somebody's going to come in and have a conversation with you, have a word with you. This could be also a good friend of yours who's going to be like, come on. He's going to help you come, you know, whoever this is, girl or boy, they're going to come in and they're going to help you out. I think they're going to cut through some of this moon bullshit. They're going to help you wake up to some of this up here that you're doing. They might be just a friend or a relative, a sibling is going to come in and be like, look, let's go out, let's eat, what's going on, update me, tell me what's going on with you. You know what I mean? What's up with this offer? You know what I mean? This to me is somebody who is not necessarily a good friend of yours, but this is like, you know, this is like a professional thing. Whereas this here, I believe, is your friend. Your friend, like I said, your friend, your brother, your sister. And you're leaving. You're ready for a journey. Six of Swords. You are about to embark on a journey. Six is being journey towards harmony, right? He's flying away from the burning city down below. In the card, if you can see that in the corner, there's a burning, you know, so he's ready to leave turmoil behind. He's ready to leave the Five of Swords behind, right? And he's ready to move forward on his quest. And that's coming up for you. Yeah. And here we go. Here's the dragon and the pentacle. That's exactly what I was talking about. You know, dragons love gold. And Ace of Pentacles is a really great opportunity. It really is. Again, you've got Knight of Swords over this. So this person coming in is really going to help you figure this out. They're going to help you figure out this opportunity and how to go forward with it. You're going to need, like I said, you're going to need a lot of strength. And remember, also, what I said earlier about don't get too, like, so this is where strength comes in. Don't get too, you know, glitteratied by the offer or the gold, you know. Have strength, right? Don't, you know, just have strength. Be calm, be patient. Don't get too excited. Take a time to really discern the offer, discern where it's coming from. Make sure this is really good. Who is this person, right? I mean, yes, they're successful, but is this really what you want? You know, etc., right? And definitely let your friends help you. You know what I mean? Let your friends help you. Let your close friends help you, your family members, the ones that, you know, care for you, that you know will look out for your best interests, have that honest conversation with you, right? Because you've also got a love interest going on over here. So it could be that you're trying to decide between love and career. You're trying to decide between two different opportunities maybe coming in, right? This Ace of Pentacles may not be the same offer this King of Pentacles is giving you. King of Pentacles is offering an offer, is an offer associated with him, right? Whereas Ace of Pentacles is just an opportunity that you'll be able to make like amazingly, you know, the most of. So could be that you just have multiple opportunities and options coming in for you. Certainly as a result of this justice. You know, justice might clarify some stuff for you. When this completion of this case or whatever this legal matter is comes through, now these offers come through, and it's almost as if you're, you know, you're like, again, like I said, you're trying to decide. And I'm feeling like it's not, again, I still feel like it's not about making a decision either or. It's about learning to balance the things that you want in life. And not having to be, you know, not putting yourself in a position where you have to pick one at the expense of another. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there are ways in life that we can have, you know, if we're true to our aspirations and our goals are virtuous, then there isn't, two virtuous goals are not mutually exclusive, right? You can have, you know what I mean? You can have them both. If they're good things for you in your life, there shouldn't be a reason why you would have to choose between them, is my point. The only time you should have to choose is when something isn't good for you and something is. Then, of course, the choice is obvious. But, Knight of Swords. There you go. Show me some clarity on this reading for our lovely Capricorns, please. Show me some clarity. We already got the Knight of Swords coming out, so definitely a person coming towards your friends. Certainly listen to your friends, or at least talk to them. Show me. A lot of conversations to be had. Be honest. Don't get weird. Be honest. Knight of Swords. Right? Capricorn, sometimes you aren't very good at expressing your emotions, You have a lot of them, though. You're very, very passionate people. A lot of people don't realize. But you just don't express them. 5 of Cups. Princess of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. I'm not surprised that's coming up. Leo, here we go. Strength card again. 10 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Virtue. That's exactly what I was just saying, right? Virtue. 3 of Wands. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. All right, so you're poised. The Chariot's been coming up recently. You're poised and ready to go. As soon as you engage that Chariot, as soon as you're ready and you engage, nothing's going to stop them. Right? Nothing at all is going to stop them. So, yeah. Let's get into this. Excuse me, I have to take a sip of water. Well, actually, Coca-Cola, but... yeah, so is that why? Is that why you're battling? Because there's been heartache and disappointment. 5 of Cups. You've had disappointment in relationships before. And I think that this disappointment in the past... And disappointment from empty relationships. I mean, look at that card. That card is like, these cups, they're not golden. They're clear glass, see-through looking, cheap looking, They're not like gorgeous golden cups or, chalices. They're just like, shallow, cheap, not fulfilling, not real. And I think that you've had an experience with that. And that's why you're kind of like in two minds about something. You feel like you're having to make a decision. I think that's how you feel. You feel like you can't have your cake and eat it too somehow, I think. And it's really weighing on you. But you need to have a whole new look on it. Sometimes, like I say in some of the readings, sometimes you need to take the board and just throw everything up and let it re-land, Because maybe you're not looking at the scenario the right way. Because, like I say, inherent in this card is the knowledge that you can't choose one over the other. They're both part of the same body. If you see the legs, and you know what I mean, the characters are part of the same being. So there is no choice to be made. There is only balance to be found somehow, right? So that's why I'm so insistent on it, on that being the message, right? Because that's how I feel about it. That's what's coming through to me. Yeah, Justice, Princess of Cups here. You're going to feel, God, free, relieved, right? This could be a release from a relationship. Some of you may be getting separated, divorced. Because Princess of Cups talks about new love, being free, feeling free in love. So whatever's coming through is making you feel very free all of a sudden. It's making you feel very free to love people. I don't know why, but it could, so that's why I'm thinking maybe you're getting finally out of a legal situation with someone else, because it's allowing you to feel young again. You're feeling young again. You feel like that 16-year-old again. Princess of Cups talks about, it's the first evolution of love. Like, she's just learned how to let go of jealousy and things like that. She's not jealous anymore. She's, she understands that, love is love, and, she loves herself. She's learning how to love herself. It's the first step. So, it's that new fresh love, it's that grounded love. And somehow that's going to be coming out of this justice situation. Could be also that you're just getting justice in a relationship where you're feeling kind of like, this can also mean that you might have come across the type of relationship that makes you feel like, you're finally equals and it's making you feel very young. But I really don't get that. I'm just putting that out there as a possible alternative. I don't get that. I feel like you're really going to get some significant document coming through of some sort. Some legal matter is going to get squashed or dealt with. And it's just going to leave you feeling free. Free to love, specifically. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So this person has come in like a great opportunity. And I believe this person is a great opportunity. However, he's not the only opportunity. Right? But this is a great opportunity. It feels like a Wheel of Fortune moment. And that's divinely led. So this person could be very important to you, to your future. Right? I think whoever this person is coming into you, who has recently come in, or if not, who will very, very quickly, shortly be arriving in your life with this offer, you need to pay very close attention to it, because with the Wheel of Fortune, it's showing you the wheel is turning. These are divine offers. Not divine offers, but divinely protected offers. Offers of really good things, and offers that don't come through often. Leo's re-represented up here with the lion. So that's the clarification. That's exactly what I was talking about. Showing strength. You have to show strength right now because you're not getting the whole picture. You're getting moon energy. Moon energy will challenge us. It will challenge our strength and our resolve. Under moonlight, you can be falsely led to believe somebody's lying to you. Or you can be falsely tricked into thinking worst about somebody or thinking negatively about somebody. I'm not saying moon energy is negative. I'm just saying that it's veiled. It's not clear. And so a lot of times that's why you have, it makes people feel like they're a puppet on a string. Lunacy is when you're acting crazy during the full moon period. Everybody knows during the full moon, certain emotions get heightened and exaggerated. People act very out of character, or I don't know, I guess you can look at it two ways, very in character. Right? So it's all of that. It's the strength of all of these kind of like actions and emotions and ways of behaving that aren't really who we are, that aren't really based on anything kind of like real or factual. It's kind of very Neptunian kind of moon, hidden, veiled energy. So, yes, you have to be strong right now. You have to persevere right now. Try not to be led astray, right? Try not to be kind of like, I would say, people blow the pixie dust in your face and all of a sudden you'll do whatever. You can't be like that. You have to be very strong. Strife. Here we go. To clarify the Six of Swords, you have Five of Wands. Yes, so there's been a lot of there's been a lot of arguing and a lot of pettiness. This could be at the work front. It could be in your social group. And it may be the reason why you're being very hasty, because you just want to get away from this arguing. You want to get on your path. I feel like this strife that you've been going through and this could be family, like I said, family, friends, or at work, it's just really kind of throwing you off your game. It's kind of throwing you off of like how to be patient and methodical, and hence you've got this kind of like hasty energy right here. Try not to let that throw you off too much, Capricorn. You've got such greatness going on with you right now. You know what I mean? You've done such good work. You've certainly come, after a long haul. And I'm talking about, my recent readings. I'm remembering my recent readings for you guys, Capricorn. A lot of you guys have really been working very hard to get where you're at. Okay, so try not, that's what I'm saying. Try not, now that you're at the finish line, for some of you, or beginning now to get on your path, try not to let the bickering that's gone on around you throw you off, or, speed up your, they say in pool, I play pool. You don't let somebody speed your game up. Sometimes if you play, I don't know how many of you out there play pool. You play pool with someone, that they can try, sometimes you get a hot shot on the table and they're like bang, bang, bang. They play very fast. And it's a method of speeding your game up, and throwing you off your game. That's where the term comes from. So, you know what I mean? And so then you're being very hasty. You're trying to make shots quickly. You're being agitated. You're not taking your time and slowing down and lining up, taking your breath, So So that's what I mean. Don't let these people speed up your game. Take your time. Make good decisions. Be strong. Ten of Cups is here. So this Knight of Swords is somebody who you really, really have deep affection for. By the way, that Ten of Cups is in, they are in the outline of the Tree of Life. So sometimes I talk on my channel about tarot being more associated to Kabbalah and Tree of Life. That is the outline of the Tree of Life. And it has 10 Zephyrah on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right? So, but the outline of it is the Tree of Life. And it just means that you are feeling very, very comfortable with this person. You have a deep affection, with this Knight of Swords. Definitely could be someone who's a long-term friend of yours or a family member, right? And they want nothing but the best for you. They want nothing but the best for you. They want nothing but your cups to be overflowing. Also, tens are completion. This arrival of this knight could be completing something for you, finally, right? This could be a love interest. This could be your lover coming into you. Male or female, doesn't matter. But they could be arriving now, later on in this month. And it's like, oh, he's home, she's home, we're together again. This could be a relationship perhaps that may have been on hold for some time, and now it's the person is coming back into you. All right, so like I said, this person you have deep affection for, whether it's someone you're romantically involved with or just someone who you're very, very close to, this person's arrival in your life. And when I say romantically involved in, I'm not talking about a new love. I'm talking about this is someone, if this is a lover, then this is someone you've been in a relationship with for a while, but maybe it was on and off. Maybe there was a distance between you two. But for whatever reason, this person is now coming closer, coming into you wherever you're at, and you are feeling complete again. Okay? This is not to suggest, so if you're not involved with anybody, Capricorn, then I believe that this is just going to be someone who's a very, very good friend of yours or a sibling. Okay? You see what I'm getting at? Then in future, we've got, moving away. Six of Swords, Six of Swords. I love it when that happens. Yeah, so we got the clarifier we got the card to clarify itself. Definitely a journey towards harmony. In the Six of Swords on the thought that you can see that the swords are all pointing toward the cross, the rose in the middle of the cross, talking about harmony, working toward the same goal mentally, right? So this is certainly a journey toward a place where you feel intellectually comfortable, where you're surrounded by your intellectual peers, or where you feel as though your work is being, you know what I mean? Like your work, the work that you do, that you put a lot of thought into, whatever that is, whether you are a graphic designer or a painter or a dentist or a doctor or whatever your work is. And this could be also kind of like science work. So this could be doctors, professors, right? Because it is the card for science, Mercury and Aquarius. But this is, this is it. You want to go someplace where your work is, where you can work in comfort and harmony. It's like, I'd like to go somewhere where I can work in peace, It's like that, with the mad scientist. It's like, I need somewhere quiet, where, or like, I need somewhere quiet where I can write my book. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Okay? But you're moving towards harmony. You're definitely moving away from wherever you have most recently been quite unhappy. And this can indicate a physical change, a career change, right? But it's an actual departure from where you're at, and a beginning of a journey towards a new place. And a lot of times it can indicate actual physical relocation, moving out of state, out of country, out of the city, right? That type of thing. And here we go. Here's the other opportunity, Ace of Pentacles, virtuous, Three of Wands, yeah. So this is what I said before about choices, right? Sometimes, you can balance. You can have more than one thing. You know, if they are both opportunities are very good for you and meant, you know, those type of opportunities that are meant to be, you don't always necessarily have to choose. Sometimes you can find a way to balance the two, or to do one and do the other later. You know what I mean? But it doesn't always have to be that all or nothing, either this side or that side, because I very much believe that this opportunity is different from this opportunity. This is an opportunity that you most recently became aware of, and this is an opportunity that's coming later on in the month. And Three of Wands, again, talks about virtue, talks about the next step as well. Moving on, you know, after the Two of Wands of planting your seed for your kingdom, now your seed for your kingdom, or your bulb for your kingdom, is planted. Now you're ready to go to other shores and start to move outside the kingdom to conquer new territory. So you're moving outside, you're moving forward. That's why this is Sun in Aries energy. It's the pioneer. It's the conqueror. He's ready to move forward and conquer more land, you know. And I don't mean in the sense of conquering people, but I mean in the sense of you're ready now to spread out a bit. You know, to spread out, to get more. And this opportunity is associated with that. All right? This opportunity that's coming in is associated with that, with the idea of now spreading your work perhaps wider in some way or fashion. You know, moving forward on your vision from having just established yourself here. First the spark, then the establishment. Now you're actually doing the work, taking it out to the community. All right? You see what I mean? Whereas here, this is a very good opportunity here. This is also a Wheel of Fortune opportunity. And this opportunity, like I said, I feel like it's just a very different in nature. This person here is the one who's going to help you with that. All right? They're going to help you with deciding if that's, you know, which, what, how, when, you know what I mean? And coming to some kind of focus. I was going to say, I'm not surprised if the Chariot showed up. The Chariot did show up, right? So this person is going to help you focus, because once this Chariot is off on either one of these opportunities, it's off. All right, Capricorn, you got a lot going on. This was a very specific reading for you, this new moon period. As usual, it is a reading about new beginnings, certainly. I love you, Capricorn, so much. If you resonated with this reading at all, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell. If it didn't, like I said earlier, please check out other readers. Tarot is such a subjective art form, and there are many people who do it very different ways. I have my opinions on other readers, and you know what I mean? It's like, they're my opinions. You find readers that are good for you, that resonate with you, and then you really, really get the most out of these readings. Okay? So if this didn't resonate with you, that's fine. Just throw it away and check out some of the other channels that are out there and on my channels list. For now, bye-bye, Capricorn. Have a wonderful June month.